wanted to film while the sun was out this morning, but I also wanted to upload a video. Hopefully it hits a little open spot there, because the trees sure look pretty when the sun is shining on them. I just uploaded the yard apple tree video. That's the one that's, I don't know how long it'll take for you guys to see this footage, but that's when I uploaded. It was on this day, whatever day it is. What day is it? Let me check. It is December the 10th. Aha. It is frigid out here, and the dog is playing with ice for some reason. There's skidoos strewn everywhere. Beauty. Weirdo playing with a chunk of ice off a car. Yeah, just wanted to get the trees in shot before the wind starts up and blows all the snow off. Just gonna check the temperature in the trailer. It was okay this morning when the sun was shining in. I accidentally moved the thermometer over because I was climbing up in here yesterday evening. Oh yeah, temperature's just fine in there. We're up about, I think that's 40. About 5 Celsius or so. Oh, snowplow just went by again. They're just sanding the road now. You can see it's nice and dark, sanded up. Too cold for salt, I think, now. Or maybe the temperatures come up. It's minus 15 Celsius is when they stop using salt. Come on, sun, come on out. I promised I would come back out when the sun came out, and I noticed, well, it's much later in the afternoon now, but I noticed it's back out now. You can see well, I don't know if you can see it, but the snow is, oops. Oh, come on, work. The snow is very, very twinkly. There we go. You can see it twinkling because it's very cold out here. Just twinkles. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. For snow. Ugh. We'll go around the other side and have a look at the trees with all the snow on it with the sun shining. Oh, the wind has picked up. I think our timing is perfect. Go pee. Not you guys. You guys don't need to go pee. Not in your computer chairs or couches, wherever you're watching from. Much different with the sun shining, eh? Ooh, there's a hole there. The sky is very blue today too. The sky is always different when it's really cold. You can see the skidoos are still strewn all over the yard. They will be all winter. And the neighbor's dog has now spied me. Very cute little puppy. And very good at keeping watch over her house. Oops. Zoom doesn't really want to work so much now. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Well, it's almost 6 a.m. Light will come on here. We had, oh, it's snowing again. We had no electricity since 9 last night. Oopie. And it came on about 5. So I had to get everything started in the house, get the well pump going again, and make sure all the hot water tanks were okay, and all the normal stuff I have to do inside the house when the power comes back on, get all the aquarium filters going. But I came out before bed to check on the trees, and it was already about 5 below 0 in here Celsius. So the heater's been on for about an hour. This is the first time I've been able to get out here to check on them. I can't start the wood stove because there's trees all over the wood stove. So I'm not able to use it at this time. The trees are just too close. Now, a lot of these trees will be just fine. Sorry if I'm flipping you guys all over. Oh, the heater came back on. Oh, good. I've got it on 3. So it's been on for an hour. Let's see. The temperature's back up to 0. So it was down. The temperature outside is probably around -12 or so, which is, I don't know, minus something. Let me grab that up here. Ow. Oh, wait. What's minus 10 or minus 12 is about is about 10 Fahrenheit, sorry. I'll eventually get it learnt. Oh, it's above 0 now. But the thermometer is pretty close to the heater. I gotta move it a little ways away. We're supposed to get into the -20s now. So the ones I'm worried about here are the giant sequoias. I've been told that they're sensitive to cold. I brought my fig in. There's one more fig over there, which I'm not sure it survived that cold snap outside, even though they're supposed to be cold tolerant. I brought my other one in to see if it was alive. These guys will be fine. The Dawn Redwoods, these guys will all be okay. I just want to check the soils. Oh yeah. They're pretty frozen. Oh yeah, that's ice. I just watered them too yesterday. Oh yeah, frozen solid. It's not their first freeze though. Won't be their last. I wasn't able to get my generator out of my other camper because the door's frozen. So I couldn't even run the generator to run the heater. Yeah. We'll see. So, yeah. I haven't even had a coffee yet. This is ridiculous. So it's snowing again. It's supposed to snow today. Maybe an inch. Probably not even an inch. All day today. Have a break, and then it's supposed to snow on the weekend again. What day is it today? Is it Thursday? No, it's Wednesday. So yeah, it'll snow again Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Okay, everybody's still sleeping in the house, or one child should be up now to get ready for school. Just have to make sure she got hot water and everything there. So yeah, probably it's gonna be one of those winters. It's like a real one. But that was a pretty good power outage from 9 p.m. until 5 a.m. Just after 5 a.m. Yeah. Well, it finally stopped snowing. The sun came out just a bit ago. Looks weird with smoke coming out the chimney. I'm having a rough time starting a fire. The wood stove's just so cold. But I gotta plastic these windows. I think I'll just close the curtains on these ones here. Try and keep some warmth in there. Everything's frozen from the power going out last night. So I've got the forest protected from the direct heat with this cardboard here. No, it won't start on fire. The sun should warm it up back there, and I'll be able to do some work back there. I just had a hard time getting all the trees out of the way. There's just nowhere left to put them. I've got too many. Says every single bonsai enthusiast on the planet. But we still get more. Oh, it went out again. It's not that the wood is wet, because it's been inside the trailer here the whole time. It's just that cold. Once the metal warms up, it'll keep the wood warm enough to burn. Okay. There. We got a little bit of smoke coming out there. Can't even see the chimney up there. There's so much snow. Let's look at it from back here. There, I can almost see it. By the end of the day, it'll be melted off. But for now, it's a good thing it's pretty. Otherwise, I'd be really mad all the time. Oh, it's so cold out here. Clear skies. Wind is blowing fierce. Absolutely freezing out here. Just frigid. Just gonna check the trailer one more time before I go to bed. We got the plastic on the back windows. It stayed above 0 in there, but the soil still hasn't defrosted enough. The stars are real pretty, but the moon is actually so bright that you can't see a lot of the stars. Whoa! My camera don't like that. Okay. Well, it feels nice in here. It really does feel nice in here. Oh, sorry, flapping you guys around. I keep hitting these and I feel really bad about it, but they should come back. Oh, it's nice back here. There's no wind blowing through that window. You can see I got the plastic on there. I taped up this little vent down here. I plasticed up the windows there. And it is a balmy just below 0. Nope, it's right on 0 Celsius. That's 30 Fahrenheit. Now, this was having a hard time on 3, but I'm going to put it on 3 again and see what happens for the night. The ones I'm worried about here are the fig, my 2 good pomegranates there, and my giant sequoias. I might even end up bringing them into the house. I don't know. We shall see. But so far it's warmer than it was. And yeah, 0. So that's about all I can do. I think we're going to go to minus 23 or 27 tonight. It's actually still warm for this time of year. Oh, that's below 0 Fahrenheit. It doesn't even go that low. Oh yeah, I can hear the wind whistling through there. Maybe I'll put that curtain down as well. I can feel a breeze coming from somewhere. I'll have to figure it out tomorrow. But it's definitely much better. Yeah. Well, that's it. I'm going inside. I'm going to bed. Hopefully it sticks around 0, or at least if it doesn't go below minus 5 Celsius, we should be good. Oh, my gravel pit tree. Such a beauty. I didn't do any work on it because I was too scared to. It was struggling. My gravel pit tree. It's weeping like this just naturally. I just love this tree. And it's got some little buds at the top and a spider. The buds finally opened like right at the end of the season. Yeah. Okay, I better get back inside and get to bed. We had no electricity at all last night. So, oh, the soil's starting to defrost a little bit. It's hard to do with one hand. Oh, there. Starting to defrost a little bit. Oh, I can't point the flashlight. I don't have enough hands. I need like some alien DNA and have an extra couple of arms and hands. The forest still has its snow. Still cold there. The snow didn't melt even with the wood stove going. Didn't melt. Anyways, I'm going to put my hands in my pockets and run back to the house. She's a cold one. Just wanted to see the temperature before the sun really hits it, and I should be able to gauge what it'll do for the rest of the winter. Oh, I should probably plastic this window maybe. You can tell that it's moist in here. So I think it went down to minus 27 last night, which is still actually kind of warm for this time of year. And I have it set to 3. And we are about 5 below. That's not too bad. 5 below, maybe 23 Fahrenheit. I was hoping it would stay above 0, but I don't think it's going to be possible in here to keep it above 0. So when it starts to really stay cold, I'm going to have to move some of the trees into the house, like the pomegranates and stuff. This has never defrosted. Even when I had the wood stove going, the snow didn't even melt off of it. The floor must stay pretty cold. That's another thing I'll have to do for next year. I didn't have time this year, is make a surround for the trailer, or a skirting, I guess it's called, for the trailer. Oh, the rabbit's back. Probably 10 rabbits living under there. I've got most of the windows that were leaking air plastic, but there's a few other things I can do. Where the furnace is, like way under here, I can probably plastic or cover the, well, plastic probably won't do it. And there's leaking around the door too. Like when we close it, can still see daylight. So I might have to put something else down there. So here is where the exhaust for the furnace is. So I might cover that up and see if that helps. And then the only other thing I can probably do is just pile the snow around it. Yeah. I don't know what else to do. I mean, they're protected from the direct cold. They're protected from the drying wind in there. So, but the soil is still staying frozen. Even when it goes above 0 in there, it still stays frozen. I'm not sure how Nigel does it. But, yeah. A little bit at a time, I guess. I'll keep plugging away at it. Alright, I covered the furnace hole. And I'm hoping it makes a difference. It's actually warmer now than it was earlier. Just gonna go look in the window. I know I haven't been doing much bonsai work lately. I've been trying to get a bunch of other stuff done. Plus, getting ready for, the season. Oh, look at that. Uh-oh. I lost it. See if I can get the focus back in there. No! The temperature is, I think, right on 0. See if I can... There you go. Look at that. It's right on 0. So it's actually staying warmer. So that made a difference covering up that big hole over there. I didn't think there was that much cold air going in there, but there must have been if it made that much of a difference. So we'll see what it does tonight, how far below 0 it goes. Last night it went to -7 Celsius. I think that was like 25 Fahrenheit or something like that. So we'll see how it goes with that covered. Get out of there, you. So what I did was I used those old style ceiling tiles. They have insulation and then white plastic on one side. So it's basically waterproof, and then I used tuck tape to hold it on. Just temporarily for the winter time. And then I'm gonna keep sealing holes. Well, here's a bit of a twist in weather, eh? It's raining. And actually, we lost about 2 feet of snow. There's like a foot of snow left. You can even see the dirt gravel on the driveway. Isn't that crazy? Okay, go. the snow's gone. Almost nothing left. And actually worked out real good because the extension cord keeps unplugging from the wall and turning off the heat in my trailer, and it's like +2 right now, Celsius. So I kind of got lucky there. Yeah. That's pretty crazy weather. But you know what? This happened before too. I have it in my Facebook memories there. 3 years ago and about 6 or 7 years ago, same thing happened. Rain at this time of year. And then we usually get rain at the beginning of January too on a normal weather year. Yeah. No more snow in the trees. Looks like spring. Feels like spring. Humidity's really high too. But I clear out my truck and make room for the next trip to town, and I'm starting to just get ready for Christmas now, so I gotta clean out the camper and get the house cleaned for Christmas time, because that's getting real fast now. It's going by like that train right now, or I mean it's coming like that train's going by. Right, Mutt? Yes. Yeah. Thought everybody'd get a giggle out of that. 4 feet of snow dumped on us, and now we're down to 1 foot. I came out to the cedar patch here. Collect some seeds since I lost the tree on the turtle tree there. I thought maybe I could do something more local up there. So all the seeds I've been finding in my plants I brought in, I've been putting there. So there'll be spruce and I don't know what else. Birch, I think I put in there. And then I've already collected some seeds. They kind of look like the sequoia seeds, but these ones are cedar. And it's super easy to collect. You don't have to pick anything off of the tree. If I can find another one with... The snow melted. We got rain for a little while there, so... there's not a hell of a lot of depth in the snow, but it's got a good crust on it now, so when you sink, it's hard to walk. You gotta stay on the skidoo trails. Sorry, bouncing you guys around because the footing's not all that good here. Oh, somebody else came up under the tree. I don't see any cones in this one. Okay, I found another tree full of cones. Now, these guys had cones a couple of years ago, or last year, maybe it was a couple of years ago. So they don't have cones every single year. You really have to look around. They take turns, but there's 2 more trees here with cones, and these are this year's cones. Oops. I can get closer here. This one's got lots, way more than the other tree had. So I just get my container out here. Little fish food container. They're really handy for this kind of stuff. Let's take the lid off. And see the lid off there. My seeds from the previous 2 trees. So what I normally do is I just find some cones here. And let's see if I can film and do this one-handed. So what I normally do is I just put my container underneath. It's much easier with 2 hands. And I flip them over and give them a shake. So this takes some of the seeds out. You can see the new seeds in there, more than there was. It takes some of the seeds out, but because the cones aren't all the way open, it leaves some for natural reforestation. Well, these ones are almost upside down. See if I can show them coming out. It's hard with one hand, but where's another one? Those ones are up high. Let's see if this one will work here. Oh, I think some of the cones came off. This is hard to do with one hand. Ah, the cones are coming off. And the dog stepped on them all. Here's some lower ones. See if I can do this one-handed. Come on, focus. Hocus, focus. Oh, the whole cones are coming off. But usually you just bang them into the container and some of the seeds will come out, and some will stay. No, that's plenty of seeds. I do not need any more than that. So I'll be heading back to the house and I'll plant a lot of these on the turtle tree. Just putting the lid back on. There we go. There. So I'll be putting a bunch of those on the turtle tree. And I need to find some tamarack seeds. So I'll be going around looking for some of those. I don't know if Grandpa Tamarack has any on him. Holy cow, the snow's deep here. Trying not to get it in my boots. This is the swamp, the marsh. That's why the trees are so sparse here. I'm pretty sure it's an Asian lady beetle, the invasive kind. But when I was up doing repairs in the attic yesterday, I found it in the insulation. And it's hanging out on this dwarf schefflera here because of the scale insects, I guess. I thought since it's alive and it was in my attic, I'd put it to good use this winter. I set it free in my dining room with all of my trees. Everything seems to be doing okay. Sort of. Yeah. It survived the freezing. Got lots of little hitchhikers in there. Oh, one dampened off. I don't know why. I don't know what these ones are. There's lots of spruce. Yeah. Well, I hope everybody's had a nice holiday, Christmas and New Year's. I started bringing some of my, I know I haven't had time to make a video in quite some time. Lots been happening around here. Lots of snow still outside. I'm in the messy part of the house because it's far too loud to film on the other side of the house. So I'm in like my storage area, which I'm cleaning out. Got quite a bit done. I brought a bunch of these Dawn Redwoods in the house because there's a lot I didn't think would survive. They're supposed to be cold tolerant when they're a bit older, but some of them accidentally dried out as well. My fault, of course. So these are the first ones I brought in, and they didn't come back. I repotted them into here. They still seem firm, but they're dead. They're not coming back. And this one here as well, same thing. It had lots of nice buds and everything. It's still pretty firm in the soil, but there's no green, there's nothing, unfortunately. Now, I didn't order any more Dawn Redwood seeds because I figure with what I have left, I could probably work with cuttings too. I'd like to start some outside. These guys can actually survive in my winter here. And I was hoping that the giant sequoias could too, but it looks like they're not as tolerant of the cold as these guys are. We'll see. So these two I brought in at the same time. This one came back. So I'm going to be repotting that today and probably cutting it back a little bit, and then I guess we can see if we can grow it by cuttings. You can see it's already getting thick in the center here where all the buds are. It's already thickening up there, so we'll have to take back down. I think this will make a good leader, new leader. We'll get that started. And this one here did not come back. I don't think it's alive. No, no green there. But we do have a volunteer spruce seedling. So if this little fella here, all of the little seedlings, and there's a ton of them, seedlings from these spruce, native spruce. I don't know if they're white or black. I think they're black spruce. I've got a whole bunch of birch seedlings that are popping up all over the place. And I went and collected some tamaracks from Grandpa, some tamarack seedlings from Grandpa Tamarack. I didn't get that on video, but I took a short video of collecting my cedar seeds. And since the turtle tree didn't survive, I think I'm just going to plant a bunch of seeds up on top of that turtle and see what we can do with it. And then all of those seedlings that are popping up everywhere will get transplanted to the turtle as well. And we'll just get a mixed forest on there. We'll see how it grows. Probably all we can do. So this one is over a year old. The date says December 4th, 23. It's now 25, but nowhere near December 25. Hopefully time doesn't go that fast. Since it's sprouting up, probably a good time to transplant it. I just want to put it in a bigger pot. I'll put it in this one here. Little slight upgrade. And we'll see if we can thicken it up. I transplanted those giant sequoias, and even outside in the shop, in the trailer, you can see that the trunks thickened. It's unbelievable, those trees. They're just fantastic. And the other thing I need to do is, I was supposed to do a few days ago, is get all my seeds started. Normally I start them all in December, like stratify them and all that kind of stuff, so that I can take them out in January and February and sprout them, but things have just been crazy this year. All right, let's get this party started. No roots coming out the bottom yet. And it's not completely root bound, but there are lots of roots at the bottom. Look at that. That's the top root there, probably. Take the tools off of here. Hopefully you're able to see everything. I've got the camera sort of in front of me. Ow, a little tight in here. It's a little bit dry, I watered it 2 days ago. Like, you can feel that it's damp, but I didn't want it sopping wet for this. And we'll just go down and see where the root base starts. See how much trunk we have to work with. Oh, we got to some roots here. Oh, there's some new tips on there. Not too much though. All these fine roots. Very nice. You can see the soil has a ton of perlite in it because it's still in its original pot from the first move. Yeah, that's definitely the taproot there. Looks pretty radial so far. I'm not going to do a heck of a lot. And I still have a lot more. I have I have 3 or 4 more pots like this with single ones, and then I have 3 containers with groups of them planted in there in rows. Oops. Okay. Big taproot there. Look at that. But look at all those roots at the top. That's fantastic. So what I'm gonna do is get my root one, and we're gonna clip that taproot as high up as we can go. Let's start here. There we go. Taproot on. Pretty neat, eh? And we're left with this. And I'm not going to do anything else this repot. On the roots anyway. You can see some new roots, root growth starting. And these fine roots are just beautiful here. So I'll bring that down later too when I decide on a root plane. I might even leave it here. There's 3 really nice roots on this same plane here, but I don't want to overdo it. So this soil here, we're gonna leave some of the old stuff in there. Just put this guy here for now. And I have to reach way over. Hopefully you guys don't look in my armpit or anything. My apologies if it's not the best view. Get out of there. Okay. Probably raise you guys up a little bit here. There we are. It's amazing how much this stuff compacts down. Oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot my water to water this guy with. That's okay, I'll have to water it after. Okay, we're gonna cut these branches down and back. So I'm going to cut this branch right off and make this the new leader here. It's thickening up this area just way too much. And there's tons more buds down here. Just got to see a safe place to cut it. Probably leave a bit of a stub there. Or not, I don't know. There we are. And then I will also take this off. Right here. Yeah. And this big long branch at the very top, there's a bud underneath. I'm going to try and take that branch off without hurting that bud that's underneath. There we are. So we're left with this little stub. So hopefully, once this top lengthens up a little bit, I'll be able to fix this. So now we have a bunch of buds, nice little trunk, and some bar branches. I think I'm going to go with this one versus this one. Yeah, it's a better angle, this one, but no, I better use this one. It's the stronger one, but I'll just take this bud off here. And then we took that long branch off to keep this bud, so we'll take this one off. And I think that's all I want to do for now. And we'll just let it regrow out and prune it back again. Let's plant it. Such nice roots on here. And I'll water it as soon as I'm done filming. My water's on the other side of the house there. Oops. Some of its old soil in there. Those roots nice and radial. And then once again I'll have to reach over. There we are. And that's that. That's one. There. And the other thing I need to do, how's that? I think that'll be a very nice little tree. I do want to plant some in the ground outside. I think it'll be fantastic to see them popping up over the top of the tree line, eh? Alright, next we'll use the old pot for some cuttings. Apologies. The overreach. And I'll have to water those after too. I don't have any water here. I'll probably put them into a Ziploc bag as well. There. So this one, we'll cut this dead branch off here. And I don't know. I think I'll leave it like that and I'll just plant it deep. If it takes, it takes. If it doesn't, it won't. That's it. And this one here, oh, hard to see that, sorry. This one here is big tuft at the top. So I'm just gonna pluck this off. And same thing. It had some brain there. I think I will leave all the buds on it. There's lots of buds on there. It's nice and straight and tall. We'll just get that in the soil. Try not to break off the buds. And get that in there. Plant it down. And this I don't think we'll take. I think it's too green, so we'll just cast that aside. So now we have 2 cuttings to try right here, and our tree that we trimmed up. There, we did that all before dark. How's that? Not too bad for a first New Year video. So I'll get those watered, and this one here will just stay in here until I can get the video done for the turtle tree, and we'll go around to all the house plants and pluck all the babies out and put them all on the turtle tree all at the same time, I guess, and plant some seeds there too. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be safe out there. Stay warm. She's cold.